Right, so here we have the new Aosu camera. This is the T2 Ultra. This is quite a cool camera. It's got quite a cool look to it as well. You can see over there. Now this is a solar powered version, so as you saw in the unboxing, there is a solar panel that comes with it, which attaches to the camera on the top, which I'll show you how to do. And it comes with a couple of accessories and also this cool extra cable here if you want to mount the solar panel somewhere else where there's more light, so you can do that. Now what I'm going to do is I've inserted an SD card in here already, so what I'll do is show you how we can add the camera to the app. So as you can see, I've got the Aosu app already installed, so if you don't, you need to install the Aosu app, and you can do that by downloading it from the manual. There is a QR code that you can scan and download the app, so that you can do from there, and then it also shows you a quick setup and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to power this on. So it is charging now. What I'll do is I'll switch it on from underneath here where the little silicone flap comes on. So there we go. So that's now on and that's ready to install. So what we'll do is we'll click on the plus. You can scan the QR code on the camera as well, or you can just select it from here because it's already picked it up. So we'll just say add. So that's over there. Now it's asking to pair with an Aosu base. Now I have got an Aosu base, which is basically where all the videos are stored and all the images are stored, and this has got an internal memory of 32 gigs. You can also put an SD or SSD drive in there, as well as an external USB drive. You can connect it to this Aosu base, but I've already got 8 cameras that I'm testing with them, so I can't connect more than that. So what I need to do is connect without using a base, so this camera can work straight with the app without any of those home bases for storage. So that's fine. So what it's now doing is asking for a network. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to one of the networks here, and then we can carry on with the video.
Please wait for a while.
Okay, so it immediately made a
setting successfully.
okay, so it immediately made this loud beep as soon as I entered in the Wi-Fi details, and as you can see now, it's already paired. It's initializing, so it's doing its thing, looking around. So that's pretty cool. So that's there. So what we'll do is we'll click continue, and now it says you can give it a name. Do the front door, so I'll just say there. So that's the front door camera, and now it shows you here, if you take out the Aosu Protect, which is a subscription, you can get all of this on the right hand side. It gives you monthly or yearly subscriptions and things like that, so you can have a look at that, or you can just have the free one and record straight to the SD card, which I'm going to do, which is fine. So we'll do that later. So that, got it, so that's fine. So now you can see over here, that's the camera over there. It's been added, and it looks like there's a firmware update. So what we'll do is we'll click on update, we'll let that run, and then we'll carry on with the video. Okay, so the camera has finished updating with the firmware. Now when mounting this camera, with regards to the manual, as you can see over here, the distance for number 4, which is the how far it can see, is roughly 30 feet or 10 meters, and the mounting height needs to be between 7 and 10 feet or 2 to 3 meters. So just remember that when installing it, and there's all the information in here to help you do that. So you can see with the solar panel over here how to set that up and everything. So now let's go through the app and see what we've got here. So we can see over here we've got the camera, so we can see my hand. If I go to a live view, then what it will do is it shows the panoramic view. So what it does here, this is a cool setting. So what you need to do is you press on this panoramic plus button here, and then it will scan across the field of view where it's filming, and it will create a image. And then what you can do is you can press on the image, anywhere on that image, and the camera will then move to that point on the image itself, which is really cool. It's a nice feature from these cameras. So here we can see my hand going in front of the camera. The response time's quite good. You can see that camera filming down, the lights, everything. So that's all working great. And then you can also move the camera by pressing these in the app. So how cool is that? You can go up and down, left and right. So you can do that. Then at the bottom here we've got a light, so you can switch on the LED lights, which are these over here. We've then got tones. You can have a different voice when you speak, so you can have two-way communication. You can talk. There's an alarm, so a siren can also sound. And then we've got the events and true sight and live at the bottom. And over here we click on more, we can actually see there's a voice alert tracking, so this will follow people when they're walking. You can calibrate the camera, and everything else was there that we've done. So that's there. This is the live view. Then what we can do is you can tilt it there, so you can go full screen, and all those menu items which I spoke about are there. You've got your movement over here in the bottom left. You can also just move it like that by holding it. So that's available. We've got those, the tone, the microphone. You've also got Ultra HD over here, standard definition. You can record from here as well. You can take a screenshot, you can mute it, and you've got your siren and your light as well. So that's all available. This is 4K as well, this camera, so it's quite a nice high resolution camera. Let's now go into the settings. So you click on the little cog here at the top. I'll just go back and show you. It's this little cog here. So we click on that. So we've got our camera name, we've got the camera on. You can share the device. If someone else has got this app, you can share it with them. You've got AI surveillance. So underneath here, we've got person detection, vehicle detection, pet detection, parking guard, which is pretty cool. Now, this is new. Gun detection. That's quite interesting. And also dangerous animals and intrusion. So yeah, so these two are new, and it looks like they're in beta, so that would be quite interesting. So I'm assuming if you live somewhere where you've got bears or things like that, it would probably pick that up. And also if the neighborhood isn't so friendly, it will probably detect the firearms as well. So that's really cool. Detection settings, so we've got this on enabled. Do we want to detect all, or do we want to detect persons, vehicles, pets, and things like that? So we've got that selected now. And then it shows track the motion, yes, and auto adjust automatically. So that's all available there. And then we go down to notification settings, so you can get those sent to you as soon as it happens of everything that takes place, or you can choose which ones you want. And we've got night vision as well, so that's pretty cool. So true color is the colorful image that you will see here on the top right, as opposed to the dark one on the left. So that's quite a nice feature as well. The camera's quality is actually really good. We've got your Aosu Protect, which is your subscription that you can take out. Your default view. Now your default view is once the camera has finished detecting someone walking past or whatever it might be, or an animal, it will then return to this default view. So let's say it's facing like this direction. It will then return to where this is. So it will always start in that position as well. And then we've got video and audio. So we've got our video at 4K. You can change it to smooth for slower networks, and also two-way talking, which I said. You can also record. Then we've got a battery management. So this is quite cool. So it shows that it's charging now. Intelligent battery percentage on home page. Yes, we'll switch that on. So we'll see a little icon in the dashboard as well. Schedule. Here you can schedule the camera to work between certain times and be off between certain times. So maybe you don't want it being triggered during school run, for example. LED status light, so that's that little light over here, so you can have that on. It's also compatible with Amazon Alexa and Google, which is really cool. Then you've got about the device, firmware updates, which we did, a quick start guide, which will guide you through installation and everything. You're reconnecting to the Wi-Fi if you need to reconnect, and then you've got some other settings and remove device. So those are all the settings. So what we can do is, this is the live view. I'll do the panoramic view, which will show you what it does. So it will scan a panoramic view. So imagine this was mounted outside on the house, and you can see it's building that picture. So it's doing that. Now obviously, because this is a weird image, it's, you know, obviously looking at the roof and the ceiling and things like that. But now if I press on this image, like over there, the camera will move to that location and look at it. So that is a very cool feature. So we'll go there to the screen. Let's go there to the light. And it actually moves quite quickly. It's moving very nicely, this camera. So that's quite cool. So everything is set up now. And what I need to do is get this thing mounted on the wall. And we're good to go. So we'll close up this little piece here underneath. Move this out the way. And then, like I mentioned earlier, this little piece on the top here is the little mounting bracket for the solar panel. So you just need to take these small screws that they provide over there, put this in, and that then lines up with the back of this piece that screws into the solar panel. So that there will fit in there. You click that and then it will sit on top of the camera like so, and that's what it would look like once it's on top. And then you can maneuver this up and down or where you want to direct it towards the sunlight or as much light as possible. So that's there. Then this is the mounting bracket at the back. So this piece you mount upwards like so. They provide screws for you as well. Put that on the wall and then the camera will then click into this, and it has a clip to secure it, and then you're all ready to go. So I will do that and then we'll see what kind of footage we get. So this is where I've set up the camera, and really easy to install. The back plate goes on there and then that clips in. You just slide it on and it clips in, and that's it there. Solar panels in. The camera's on now. It's just connecting to the Wi-Fi because I had to move it outside. So yeah, so all ready to go. It's 6 a.m. in the morning and it is -8, well -4, but it says it feels like -8. And the camera, I don't know if you can see, is covered in frost. And it is following me around. So it's working in this cold, which is really good. So the camera is now picking me up in the evening. As you can see, it's following me. It's quite responsive. And the blue light is on, so it's tracking me. You can see that moving across. So that's good. That's there. So we'll record. That's now recording and tracking me in the evening. We're about 2 meters away. Sound test 2 meters away in the evening. Four meters away. Back. Continue tracking. Move across. Round. Still tracking. Still picking up sound. Go behind this wall. Come back. See if it continues. I'm closer now, where usually the cameras do miss a closer interaction. If I move quicker, we'll see if it follows. So that's where they lose the object if it's really close. If I stand here and move fast, same speed as before, it tracks me around the corner. So it's just a distance thing. So there we go. So that's tracking. Let's put the lights on our room. And there's the light. That's quite bright. Very bright. So the LED is lighting up my face and everything, the wall. So that's looking good. We'll turn the light off. So that's there. Go to Ultra HD. Now it's in standard definition.